resilience and strength and peace, just with everything that has been taking place this week. And I can only speak from people that I have interacted with, what I have witnessed myself. And it's devastating. A lot of the news that we hear and see on social media is heartbreaking. It's unbelievable. And I often question, so what can I offer? What can I bring that perhaps can help someone? And I hope those three things, resilience, strength and peace, through everything. We have so many different things happening this week as well. We have people that are celebrating as a community and a county tonight. We have people that are commiserating as a community and a county tonight. We have people that are mourning as community and county and worldwide tonight because of different events that have taken place this week. And resilience, what is it for us all? Well, you know what? We are made of strong stuff. That's one thing that us humans can do. We get a lot of things wrong, but we can pull out resilience when it is required. And community is extremely important. I have seen that, which has really filled my heart. I see how people pull together from whatever religious background they're at. It doesn't matter how people join together in times of need to support one another, to come through whatever they have to come through. And the interactions and conversations that I've been having this week, well, they're about changes. Difficult changes for people, people fearing the unknown, people fearing being lonely, people having financial worries, people having to make decisions and choices in their life. And that's extremely scary as well. So here's Evelyn, she pops up every so often and talks about gratitude, finding gratitude. And it's a difficult chore at times, you know, whenever you're faced with difficult situations, how do I find gratitude in that? How do I find gratitude when my marriage has just come apart, when someone I have lost has just disappeared from my life, when a loved one has gone? How do I find gratitude in that? And those are questions sometimes I am presented with from people. How do I find gratitude in that? What comes to mind for me, and in any time, was do this in memory of me. I always think if we can think of the people in mourning, if we can think of them in the good times, our mind will pull us into the not so great things. What ifs? If I could have only, the guilt. I always think of the good times, think of what I can do in memory. How do I keep that person's name alive? And in times of change, then when we have a living person in our life, if a relationship is splitting up or moving away, you have resilience. You have enough resilience to get up of a day. And it will be your mind that will pull you through this, that you are good enough first and foremost, that you have all of these abilities and strengths within you to face the changes, rather than our mind letting us, and it will take you to places of that no one will want you, that you won't have enough money, not enough education, you mustn't be good enough. But if we can train our mind to be the master of our mind, to change our thoughts, it takes time. It takes time, but it all does change. And that unknown, that uncertainty, we want, I think, sometimes a book to open up and say, this is what your life's going to look like. But if that was the case, if we wanted to see what our life was going to look like, believe you me, there are many things you won't want to see. So how can we get resilience now? How do we pull out strength now? How do we get peace now? And it's only now that we can get it. I think if we support one another as friends, as family, as community, to give each other strength. Certainly we have to go through every experience by ourselves. There is pain that will rip right through you that you'll never forget. But supporting one another and giving people space and to listen to people, that's what will help people in their time of need. And in your time of change, if we take a look at our situation, and sometimes we think it's the end of the world. We think it's never going to get better, but it does get better. Because you have more than enough within you to carry on, to move on, to make a difference. And I see in so many times in people's lives, and we see the not so great things, what wonderful things have come about. But that all takes time. That takes time, because we have to go through healing. We have to go through anger. We have to go through many things. But if you can pull together that gratitude, if you can, even as much as it pains you of days not wanting to open your eyes, to open your eyes, that this day is a better day. Every day becomes better. I have the strength to put one foot in front of the other. I have the belief that my life will get better. I do believe it. You take a look at other people's lives and sometimes you think, oh, I'd love the life that they have. I could never have that. Change that thought. Everything is a feeling. Everything that we're going through in life, everything here now on a Sunday evening, it's a feeling. You haven't generated a feeling because of Monday, perhaps. And if you're like us here, some days we don't even know what day of the week it is. We're very blessed with that. The other day I thought it was Friday, Jim thought it was Sunday, it was actually Saturday. So we're very blessed we don't have that churning of the stomach of a Sunday evening. But we have had that, the dread of the Monday morning, the panic of the Sunday evening. That has been part of our life. So how do you bring peace to yourself? What is it that you wish for in your life? How can we support someone else in their suffering today? And we see so many injustices, guys. There's so much across the board of so much that is wrong, of so much greed, of so much people wanting power to own. That heavy, dark energy. And what can we do? How can we make a difference? And it has to start with yourself. And it starts with the slightest and the smallest thing of asking your neighbour, how can I help you? Can I be of help to you? Of making time for yourself. Of not feeling guilty of that. You know, of not chasing my tail all the time, trying to make ends meet. How do we make a difference? And we have to start with our own life. We can't always be the people pleaser, always doing for others and putting yourself last, because then you become a victim to the bar that you have set for yourself, that no one has time for you, that you're always doing. And not to say I never expect anything in return, but we do get a bit angry or annoyed. It never comes back. And it's not selfish to think about yourself. Now there's a completely different thing between greed, that greedy need, that egotistical need, and making time for yourself. Switching off your phone. Saying no if you don't have the time. And that even takes a wee bit of training as well, because some people find that extremely difficult. They find it extremely difficult. So in life, I believe, and it's only my belief, that our lives can change, and there are certainly going to be many experiences and many happenings that will take place that will shake even your core foundation, that will shake all of your faith and your belief, that will have you seeing that there's only evil and bad and wrong in this world. There will be many things, so be very mindful of where your attention is being pulled to, and ask yourself, now how can I make a difference? Because honestly, if we're starting into seeing everything that's wrong, start seeing what's good, start being a kinder person, helping others, doing for yourself as well. I think that's how we make a difference. And hopefully, please God, one day, that those that have greater influence, they may even taste a bit of kindness. That they may even see there's more than enough in this world for everyone, that I don't have to own everything. I don't have to be this be-all and end-all. That would be a wonderful wish. But I only believe that that can be brought about if people have peace within themselves. If you have a peace in yourself, why would you not want that for humanity? If you're disturbed within yourself, if you feel you're not good enough within yourself, that's the only reason that you will want more. You will need more in order to feel that you're good enough. And all we have to do is take a look. Just take a look around. Why would I want more? Do I require the outside for it to look, see how powerful and how wonderful I am and how good that I am, how great that I am? And there's no harm in wanting a better life for yourself. It's just an experience. That's all it is. That you want a better job that's better suited to you, a better boss, a better landlord, a better home that's more suited to you. There is no harm in that. That is not being greedy. But we have to start believing that we're good enough for that. Why not? We change your mindset. And it all starts with gratitude. Going back to that opening your eyes in the morning. And one of the most difficult things for people is pulling that quilt back and getting out of bed and putting 2 feet on the floor. And just start your day with thank you. And it might be the most difficult thank you that you have to say. Thank you. Give me the strength this day. Give me the courage this day. Life gets better. I believe in myself. I have confidence in myself. I am willing to go beyond my comfort zone. Bring peace to yourself. We cannot change anyone else. And that's what we'd love to do. Jeez, I'd love to change him. I'd love to change her. I'd love to change so many, but we can't. The only person we can change is ourselves. And I'll tell you, if we think as an individual, sure, I'm perfect. I don't need to change. You may think, yeah.